Hey guys, this is Goku, and on this channel we talk about poker and ideas that can improve your life. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and click the subscribe button because I'll be honored to have you here. Today we're gonna jump into yet another GTO Trainer session. We're playing on the Simple GTO Trainer now, and we're playing the spot cutoff versus big blind single raise pot on 100 BBs. And this is just our second session. Our first one was quite a big EV loss, actually, minus 56.69 BPs of EV loss per 100 hands. So quite a lot, but we hope to bring this number down, the overall number, once we reach 100 hands. But let's jump right into it. We're gonna play 25 hands as per usual. And for the first hand, we've got 8-5 of clubs on a ace-ace-ace board. I'm gonna check it here, and we're gonna fold to the bet. And that's all good. King 10 off on a king 4 king with 2 hearts. I'm gonna check it here, I think. I wonder if we're betting here sometimes. Maybe, but how much? Yeah, we're actually checking here 97% of time and only betting 2.5. So yeah, we're not really leading a lot here, but we checked the cutoff now. Bets half pot. And do we call here? Do we raise? I think this is a spot where we most often raise. No, we just raise 24% and we call 76%. Now on the 9 of spades, I think we have to continue our aggression here and we have to bet here. But we see the solver is doing 77% of checking and 23% of betting. I think if we check here, the cutoff is checking behind a lot of the time. Queen 9 of diamonds on a 10-8 deuce, all hearts. Is that a spot where we bet? It is, but not really that often, 34% of the time. 66% we should check. There's a 7 of hearts on the turn. I think we have to continue with our aggression. But again, the solver's only doing that 34% of the time and it's checking 65%. So now on the ace of diamonds, I think we are going to give up on the spot. I don't see a lot of value in bluffing at this. Or actually, I think we have to pull the trigger here because we do not have a lot of weaker hands here. So I think we're gonna overbet the pot, and the solver agrees. It would overbet it 74% here and bet 3/4, 25%. So we played it well, and we actually got the villain to fold a king high flush, which is very surprising for me. And I actually want to click evaluate and see on the villain. He's only calling there 30% of the time. Very, very weird. Right? I think that's a mistake. I mean, yeah. It's really weird to fold here a king high flush 70% of the time. But nonetheless, let's move forward. We've got ace 10 off on a 9-8 ace on the big blind, so we're gonna check. 6 of diamonds on the turn. We're gonna bet at this now. And the solver would actually like to check once again. This is what I need to improve in my game for sure from the big blind. I like to often bet on the turn with a hand like this, on a board like this. And I already see that the solver mostly is checking these hands. So yeah, let's try and keep that in mind for the future. Ace deuce of spades on a king deuce 3. We've got 2 hearts on the board as well. Of course, on the big blind, we're checking it. And do we call a bet here? I think we do call one bet, right? With ace deuce here. Yeah, 91% of the time. And we actually raise 9% of the time. 7 of diamonds on the turn. We're gonna check it. A villain checks behind on a queen of hearts. Do we take a stab at this? Do we check? I think we mostly check here. Yeah, we check always. I think we fold to a bet. Well, we should call here 41% and only fold 58%. But yeah, queen jack off on a 9-6-4. We're checking on the big blind. We're calling the bet. Should actually fold here 90% of the time. Call is only good for 10% of the strategy. But we hit our queen, so it was worth calling. Now on the queen of hearts, I think we're gonna bet. And it is an error to bet here with our particular hand. And it's actually minus 1.6 EV loss, so yeah. We should check here 99.9% of the time with the queen. Okay. King 8 of hearts on a jack 6-6. On the big blind, we're checking it. On the 10 of diamonds, we're gonna check once again. And now the solver would prefer that we bet. But we checked, villain bet, we're gonna call the bet. And on the 4 of spades, now, do we take a stab at this? Do we fold? I think we give up on this hand right now. I don't really see any point. It's like it went, really. If we bet on the turn, it would have been a different story, but since we just check called, it really doesn't make a lot of sense to try and bluff at the spot now. So now we've got 4 pocket fours on an ace 3 deuce. We check it on the big blind. Queen of hearts on the turn. I think we may try and take a stab at this. The solver's only doing that 5% of the time. It's checking the majority, 95. And 3 of diamonds on the river means we're gonna check. And the solver would actually check here 60% of the time, bet 3/4, 35, and overbet it 4% of the time. Villain check behind with the queen. So we lost that one. Pocket nines on a jack 5 deuce. Now on the cutoff, we're gonna bet at this, of course. And this is also an example of a hand where the solver likes checking a lot. I really don't like checking here with pocket nines. But I need to start liking it because it seems like it's the right play to check pocket nines here without a heart on a jack 5 deuce with 2 hearts. Interesting, right? Okay, ace 8 on a 9-6-6 with 2 hearts. We're gonna check this one, and instead it's a bet 96% of the time. 6 of clubs on the turn means we can now do a delayed c-bet. 7 of spades on the river Means we're gonna check this behind, and the solver agrees with this line, but we lose to a 7. Pocket nines on a 10-4 ace. This has got to be a bet, but it's not. It's a check 96% of the time. The solver only bets here 4% of the time. We check on the queen of hearts. Solver checks 92% of the time. And what do we do on the river? I think we give up on this hand now. Yeah. And the villain's got ace jack, so we lose that one as well. Ace jack off on a 5-4 king. I think this is a bet, but only 30% of the time. 70% we should check here. 4 of diamonds on the turn. I'm gonna check now. Again, it's almost 50-50, checking and betting. Now on the 3 of diamonds, the villain leads to us for a 3/4 pot bet. And what do we do here with our hand? I think we might try and bluff at this, but I think mostly we should fold it. So I'm gonna fold. And as you can see, this is actually not that clear. The solver's only folding here 10% of the time. It's raising 30% of the time. And it's calling the remainder 57 or 58% of the time. So folding actually should be really rare play here. Should mostly be calling this. King 3 of hearts on a queen 9 king. We're checking it on the big blind. Now that we've hit our flush on the jack of hearts, I think we're gonna check once again. The solver's doing here 20% of checking, 80% of betting. And now it's really bad that I can only shove here and I cannot just raise it. Kind of hate this. I would like to just be able to raise it, but not all in. So what do I just call here? I really don't like these options. I checked with the intention to check raise, but check shove. What's really gonna call with? I mean, I gotta call here, right? Now there's the 10 of hearts on the river, and what do we do now, huh? I think we gotta check it. Yeah, and we gotta shove now. Nice. But still, it's pretty weird that the solver here only gives you, these options. But whatever. Queen 5 of clubs on a king jack ace. We're checking it on the big blind. And I think we're folding the majority of the time, right? Yeah, we're folding 100% here. Queen jack off on a king 5-4. Check on the big blind and a fold. Should call 5% here. Jack 9 off on an ace 7 queen. We're gonna continue here. Solver agrees. 8 of hearts on the turn. Do we continue betting here? I think we do. Majority of the time, yeah, we should check 25, bet 75. Villain folds. Now we've got ace queen off on a 3-4-4. That's probably a check a lot of the time, just 40%. 60% we should bet here. 9 of clubs on the turn. Means we can perhaps bet now, do a delayed c-bet. 65% of the time. 35%. We should still check. A6-5 on the board. We've got 10-9. Villain leads to us. I think we just fold it here. I see my camera just died, but we are approaching the end of our session. We've only got 6 hands left. So now we've got pocket threes on a 9-6-6. We're gonna c-bet it. The villain raises our bet, and we're gonna call that. Solver agrees with this line, but now the villain continues for 3/4 pot bet on the ace of spades. And I think we just give it up right now, and we see the villain showing a flush draw. Queen 4 of clubs on a 10-7-6. We're gonna check it on the big blind. Cut of checks behind. 8 of diamonds on the turn. We're gonna check once again, and we're gonna fold it. Queen 10 off on a 6 straight deuce. We're gonna c-bet it, and we see the solver c-betting 65, checking 35% of the time. Deuce of diamonds on the turn. We're gonna check it, and 3 of hearts on the river. And the villain leads to us for 3/4 pot bet. And do we give it up here or do we raise it? I think we mainly give it up here, right? 99% of the time, yeah. We raise it 1% of the time. Pocket deuces on 9-8-6. We check them on the big blind. Check them once again on the 5 of diamonds. And we just fold them on the turn, and we see the solver only calling 15% of the time here. 7-5 of diamonds on a queen 7 king. We're gonna continue, of course. We get raised. I think we call this here 94% of the time. We raise 5 and fold 1. But now on the 10 of clubs, we just give it up 100% of the time. And we see the villain actually having the ace-jack for a straight. 9-6-6. We've got 4 deuce of hearts. I'm gonna check it. 3 of diamonds on the turn means we're gonna try and take a stab at this. And we shoot 18% of the time. We should still check 81%. And there's a 9 of hearts on the river. And do we take a stab at this? Do we give it up? I think it makes sense, given how the action played out, to take a stab at this, and I'm going to. But we see the solver actually prefers overbetting here for taking the stab and then giving up 21% of the time. It doesn't like the 3/4 pot bet like we did. So yeah, that's our last hand. Ace 9 off. We've got ace 8-5 of hearts on the board. We're gonna bet, which is 15% of the strategy. Solver prefers checking here. 5 of diamonds on the turn. We're gonna check now. Solver agrees, and 10 of clubs on the turn means we're gonna try and take some value. And villain actually folds, and we see that solver still prefers checking. Excuse me. Okay, so that's it for our 25 hands for the day. If we take a look at the result, it's -6 BPs of EV loss over 25 hands, so not that bad. And if we close this and we go to sessions and look for regular, and then this one, we can see that after 50 hands, we've lost 20 BBs of EV, so quite a lot, but you can see that we've improved significantly from the first session to the second. We also made way less EV errors, so that's great news. Sorry, I'm losing my voice, so yeah, gotta wrap this up. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed watching this video, please leave a thumbs up or leave a comment below. Just write GTO or ask any questions you might have. In the description of this video, you can find links to other playlists of other GTO spots that we've played in the past. So do check them out. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.